host of Late Night Whenever. Please give it up for Michelle Buteau.
Michelle Buteau, meet my black Dr. Phil Rob Lewis, everybody. Yes, he did that shit. And give it up for Melissa McCarthy Designs. Yes, this rap dress. I love a rap dress, but oh my God, I'm so afraid because I don't really know how to tie things well. I'm afraid I'm gonna be naked in 5 minutes. And it'll be like an intervention of all interventions. Oh my God, how you guys doing? I'm doing pretty well too. Thanks for asking, bitch. It's been a good day. It's been a good run. This is so much fun doing the show. Ain't it?
And you're doing great.
I mean,
yeah.
I still gotta pay my taxes, but I'm doing all right. I'm just saying, like, I remember I had this job in college working retail, and I thought I was like cute at it because, you know, I had freckles, I was friendly, and it was like commission too, which is fucking terrible. You ever worked a commission job? Oh, you see everybody's fucking colors. And so I remember people would walk in the store and they'd be like, how you do? I'd be like, how you doing? And they'd be like, just look. And I'm like, I said, how you doing? I'm like, oh, maybe the same for me. And I remember my boss at the time, the manager, he was like, find a job you love so it never feels like work. So I quit the next day. Thank you for the advice, sir. You know what I mean? And I think it's also funny how like your career, your job defines who you are sometimes. Like I remember playing house when I was little and I just like loved my mom's shoulder pads and her sneakers. I'm like, I can't wait to go to work. Like I just wanted to be like the ethnic friend and working girl. Who the fuck is not laughing at working girl? You don't know working girl? Somebody said, no, you better get your life Saturday afternoon on Lifetime and watch that shit with commercials. Melanie Griffith with her real face? Ooh, yes, honey. You get that shit. By the way, Antonio Banderas is doing the rounds on the morning talk shows. He looks good. He still looks good with that Caesar haircut, looking like an old-ass boy band member. Looking like a Spanish Cisco. Who has a fucking Caesar? You guys know none of my fucking references. Who is this audience? Are you guys like 18 or 78? Anyways, so what the fuck was I talking about? Cisco, thanks, bitch. But before that, I love that she was quicker than Rob. She's like, Cisco! I love you. You're the fucking loud friend. I like that shit. I only like taking like loud friends to like a restaurant with a long line. Cause then we get in faster. And that's the thing, like I don't even do, I used to be like in my 30s or in my 20s, it was like the lines at the club. And now it's like the lines at the restaurant.
Class.
Cool. Cool, I feel like we're all connecting right away. In 5 minutes, I'm not gonna be holding in my stomach anymore. It's a fucking podcast. What I gotta hold in my stomach for? I don't know you motherfuckers. I don't owe you shit. So, I thought I wanted an office job when I was little because my parents made it look so cool because they were so tired all the time. I was like, that's a good look. I just thought it was cool to be tired and always have paper. I was like, that's it. Then they started taking me to work and I was like, this is terrible. Y'all eat with everybody at the same time out of like a plastic bowl from a microwave? Get the fuck out of here. So sorry if Lean Cuisine is one of our sponsors, but I gotta say it. I gotta say it like I mean it. And when I was in college, I went to school in Miami because I just wanted to be around people that look like me. And it was so wild because I went to Florida International University and international wasn't even the word. Oh my God, everyone's like, your English is so good. I'm like, oops. I'm American, oops. And I remember I wanted to be a journalist because I like to recap a story, you know? I love storytelling, so I want to be a journalist. I remember my professor at the time, this Cuban dude, he was just like, to be honest, you're too fat to be on camera. You could laugh at that. Oh, what a mixed bag. Someone started, wow, like Super Soul Sunday type shit. Another person was laughing at my pain. I mean, that was polarizing as fuck. That story is like cilantro. Tastes like soap. All right. But I remember just like at 18, I was just thinking, oh, he's my elder. He knows what he's talking about. There was no one that looked like me on TV. So I was like the closest I got to was like living single. And I was like, okay. That was a dad laugh. You heard that shit? What? That is a Father's Day laugh if I heard one, honey. What? Who are you people? So yeah, man, I also was just like, 22 years later, like I'm finally coming into my own and doing my thing. And I can't even imagine, can you imagine a professor telling a child that they are too fat to do something they love? Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck that motherfucker. And fuck any adult that will tell a child that they can't do some shit, is all I'm saying. God, that got real.
Yeah, bro.
I think my nipples got hard. Sorry, people in the front. Lady, you got a scarf and a heavy jacket on. It's like 72 degrees outside. Dude, if I saw you in the airport, I want to check your bags. Why you got all this shit on? You like an Erykah Badu song. Are you a bag lady? Take your shit off. Are you an Erykah Badu or Erykah Badu? Take your coat off, please. Where is it cold, bitch? I have titty sweat. Ooh, I don't understand skinny people always cold. Eat some red meat. The whole show's just me yelling at people in a red dress. Why are you so loud? Why you got a dad laugh? Take your scarf off. Everybody starts walking out one by one. Oh my God. So I remember, I didn't go into journalism, but I got into editing. I was like, let me just get into production real quick because I just wanted a job that it felt like every day was different. And I was like, this feels like it's different. And I was good at it too. You know how you're like always good at something you don't care about? Because it's not precious. And everyone's like, oh my God, you're so great at this. I was like, great at what? What you're doing? Oh, right, the news. And I remember I used to work the overnight shift, and I was like really too cute for the overnight shift. That shit was everybody had like a missing limb. Oh, that shit was terrible. It was terrible. And they made me a supervisor in 2.2 seconds. They're like, oh my God, she is happy and she's creative. I was like, I was drunk, but cool. And I remember when I started comedy, I was also working the overnight shift. So I would like go do 2 comedy shows at night and then go work at NBC right afterwards. And that shit was like a fucking hustle and a half. Like and I would do that shit like in heels too. Like what the fuck? Fucking my toes up for who? Subway steps and heels, Rob. You have no fucking idea.
Hustler.
What's that?
Hustler.
Hustling.
Yeah, gotta get it.
Yeah, I watched Empire. I was like, yeah, that's how it goes. Walking around in faux fur, yelling at people and shit. So your button's unbuttoned right by your belly button. Get that button. You got it. You got it. What's that? Old Navy? What's that? What's your shirt? Old Navy? Gap? Okay, yeah, you got money, honey. Treat yourself. Treat yourself. So I remember I used to do a lot of shitty shows when I was coming up. And one of these shows, it was in Queens. I used to like, what? I could hear everything. Did you drop your phone? You moved too hard? Are you falling off the fucking chair? Girl, you want to sit on the couch? Just kidding. Anyways. So shady, I love it. I love you. Thank you, and I love your titties. Thank you for coming. I do. She got good titties. It's like, I get it. It's like we are a Democrat, but our titties are independent. My titties are like a parking lot at Disneyland. I get lost. It took you a minute. You all right, Rob?
Yeah, you funny as fuck, man.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, I was doing a show in Queens, and it was like fucking terrible. This shit just smelled like vomit and cocaine, but I was like, I'm here. And I would do this thing at the end of the show where I would like give away a gift to somebody in the audience, like just something like janky out of my fucking coffee table or my junk drawer. And I was like, this is fun. Like, that's why I call myself the no budget Oprah. I'm like, I gotta give him something. Like birthday candles or some shit. Like whatever the fuck it was just funny. And I took my mom, she visited me from Miami, and I took her to this show, this fucking janky ass show in Queens, because I was so proud of it. I was like, look at me hosting this show for an hour and a half, giving people stuff. This is like dope. And she was like, why? Why you do this? You went to college, you know who your dad is. I was like, Ma, stop. Ma, stop. This is good. And then all of a sudden at this show, like my mom was like sitting in the corner just drinking hot Chianti, trying to figure it out. And there was this dude in the audience who was super, super drunk, and he was like, where's my gift, bitch? And then he started heckling me. And this is before I realized what I could do to a heckler, you know, because I felt like this was still an office space. I didn't know how to act. And he's like, where's my gift, you fat bitch? And I was about to be like, my ass on your face, motherfucker. But I didn't. I was like, keep it moving. I was like, sir, I'm so sorry. I don't have your gift. A drunk guy. I was still trying to be polite. I'm like, sir, I'm so sorry. I don't have a gift for you. Grown man. And and he just kept yelling. And then like the bar back sort of acted like low budget security and got him. And then I got off the stage, and then like my mom was just like, let's get a drink. But he kept yelling at me and kept coming for me. And it's just like, I don't know if you've ever been in one of those moments where, especially a workplace, and someone's yelling at you, you don't know how to act, because you're like, this isn't Thanksgiving dinner. Like, we don't know each other like that. Like, why are you yelling? It's not that hard. There's no road rage. I don't understand you. And all of a sudden, my quiet ass, you met my mom, cute little Catholic mom, just gets up out of her seat. She rips her coat off. She's like, why you shut the fuck up, motherfucker? Nobody talks to my daughter like that, motherfucker! Go fucking mom.
Shout out Miss Marie.
Yeah, that's Miss Marie for your ass. And then she had Bailey's in her hot chalk, and she's like, fuck that motherfucker. She was so fun. She was lit. She was like, let me get 2 cherries. I was like, oh shit. 2 cherries is turn up time, Marie. Yeah, man. I was like, oh, you need to handle yourself. You ever had a job, you're just like, hell nah.
Shit, man. I only had one 9 to 5 in my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You've been doing music the whole time?
I mean, so I went to school for it.
Yeah.
You know, up in Boston. And you know, you have that thing where you're like, my talent is gonna work for me. That's how I'm gonna make money. That's how I'm gonna do it.
I didn't have that for a while, but that's such a
yeah,
great
but then
thing.
real life hit and shit, and then you know you got to go get a real job. Mm-hmm. So I went to go work at, I don't even know how to say it, All Bone Pan. What is that?
How the fuck?
Is that how you say it?
How you say All Bone Pan? It's like Don Quixote. What's that?
Quixote? That shit say All Bone Pan to me. That's what. So,
All Bone Pan.
Yeah, All Bone Pain, whatever. Anyway, I had my drummer actually because you know I've been in a leadership position for a while. So when I was a kid, I had this choir, and
oh my God.
And the drummer got me a job because he knew. Well, I just had Robbie, so I just had my oldest son.
Okay.
All right, and he got me a job at All Bone Pan. And when you're a musician, and you're like doing things, and I had toured already, and I had done all these things. It's really humbling to have to, you know.
Service industry is no joke.
Straight up. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be at the register, or I'm gonna do something real cool, or nah. They was like, yo, we got a job for you. Why don't you stand in the front where we got this new bread, this Asiago cheese bread.
Shout out Asiago in the motherfucker. So
I remember
ethnic.
it like it was yesterday, man. We got this Asiago cheese bread, and we want you to stand at the front and just say, would you like to try a piece of Asiago cheese bread? Would you like to try our new Asiago cheese bread?
No, why they do you like a Walmart greeter?
Yeah. And I learned a valuable lesson. I learned that people don't like free shit. People don't like nothing free. They don't believe in free. Because everybody would walk past me. They would walk past, I would say, have some bread. Good morning. Have some bread. And they would just keep walking. And it was just, so I stayed there 4 days.
Shit.
And I quit after 4 days, yeah.
Shit.
And I promised I would never have to do anything like that
Did you
ever
quit?
again. I
You were
quit.
like, this Asiago shit ain't working out, or you just like left?
Nah, I left. I never came back. In fact, I had a check for that week, and I never went to go pick up the check. And I needed that check, and I needed it.
Damn, but your
yeah,
pride was
my
bigger.
My pride was like, yeah, just let that be a lesson that you don't never want to be there.
So wait, do you fuck with Asiago bread?
I don't fuck with Asiago. I don't fuck with Asiago anything.
Oh, fuck. I can't. I want you to come over to my house and slip some Asiago in there and see if you can start to tear up. Oh, that was a good story. We got more show for you, motherfuckers. Yes, we got more show.